Hey, top of the morning to you. It's I, Colin Hackman, with a look at your Steve Haydu low tide run. I'll never do that again. No, I'll do it again. This is my favorite week of the year, St. Patrick's Day. Of course, that means the Steve Haydu St. Patrick's Low Tide Run happens every year. In fact, this is the 20th version of the event in Carolina Beach, raising money for folks in eastern North Carolina and New Hanover County that have a recent cancer diagnosis. It's an amazing opportunity for our company to be of service. And my job here over the next few minutes is to make sure that your day goes as smoothly as possible with information that you need to know, because there are quite a few changes to the event and what we've had over years past. The hub of information, of course, is the Low Tide Run website. You can find this on Run Sign Up. You can Google Carolina Beach Low Tide Run, LO Tide Run, or St. Patrick's Run, Carolina Beach. You'll find us. It's not difficult to do. We have over 2,000 people already signed up. The 20th anniversary celebration happening. The schedule and location. So I'm going to click on this. This is where you're going to be able to find all of the information as far as who, what, when, where, and why. We have 2 packet pickups this year. That's Thursday, March 14th at Fleet Feet Crossroads. That's the one near the new Harris Teeter off of Independence and Carolina Beach Road. And then we have 4 to 7 p.m. on Friday, March 15th at Good Hops there on 811 Harper Ave in Carolina Beach. Team pickups will be a little different this year. We do not have a separate team packet pickup. Individuals are responsible on their own for getting their own packet at one of the 2 packet pickups listed, or race morning just outside the start line, you'll be able to pick up your bib there. We do encourage you to do so beforehand. It does help us quite a bit with alleviating crowds on the morning of the race. And the morning of the race starts registration 7 a.m. Start finish line is a little bit different this year. I wanted to show you guys that. You probably are familiar with Kindred. This is a new building right here on Charlotte, just down the street, right behind Kate's Pancake House. That's where the start and finish line is. This beautiful old church. I think it was the deck house at one point in time, but right here is where we are starting and finishing the race. We'll get more on that in just a second, but that registration opens at 7 o'clock. 8 a.m. is when the 10K starts. 8:15 the 5K start, and the 5K timed event will go first, followed by the 5K I'm just here to raise money for a great cause crowd. We'll ask those folks to line up behind the competitive 5K runners. And then afterwards, we have the Marshall Brown Bluegrass Band. They start at 9:30 in the morning. Food trucks and specialty awards and raffle drawings will happen throughout the morning, probably into the early afternoon around Carolina Beach. I wanted to show you the map. So this is an important piece of the puzzle here. This is on the website. In fact, let me show you how to get to that in case you want to get to it on the website. You just scroll down to course. It's going to be on the right-hand side. If you're on desktop, it's going to be single file about the 4th box down. If you are on your mobile device, click course maps. It's going to take you right here to the map of the course. In fact, I'll get me out of the way so we can get into this. The start finish, as I mentioned, right on Charlotte Ave. There you notice the spire of Kindred Weddings and Events. That's where our starting line will be. We're asking folks who are coming to the event to park in one of these locations: Cape Fear Boulevard, all the way back toward the boardwalk, any of the surface parking lots, the Palms lot up here just behind Bank of America, the Town Hall lot just behind that. Any of these locations are great spots from the north. If you're coming from Curie Beach or Point South, we encourage you to park in the Shell parking lot or any of the street surface parking that is available south of the area. When you come to the race, you could come down Charlotte Ave, but that's not going to be the most effective way to get there. If you still need to pick up packets, etc., the easiest way to get in and out is going to be to use some of these surface parking locations to the north of the starting area and then come down 3rd Street. If you come down 3rd Street, you'll be able to hit Porta-John, and then you'll be able to get into Charlotte Ave if you're lining up for the 5K or even the 10K during the morning hours. So we're just encouraging people, if you can, carpool. If you're living on the island, walk or jog over. If you're coming from off the island, these north locations here, the North Central Business District off of Lake Park, North Lake Park, Harper Ave, all of these parking lots are going to be the easiest way for you to walk over US 421 North Lake Park Boulevard, up Cape Fear Boulevard, and down 3rd Street into our starting area on Charlotte Ave. Once you start the race, I'll go over the course briefly. This green box is the 5K course. It's beautiful. It's Carolina Beach neighborhoods. It's wide roads. It's going to be great. We do start out into US 421, but we have a lane closure from the Department of Transportation. Then down Hamlet, before we go across 3rd, we'll make a left here on 6th Street. 6th Street back down to Columbia. Columbia will be mile 1. You'll then go take a right on 3rd Street, head down to Greenville Avenue. Greenville, you'll then take a left on, what is this street? Augusta. This is just a little distance grab for us here. Then back onto Greenville, and then you're on the Carolina Beach Greenway Trail up toward Mike Chapel Park. Then on 8th Street all the way up to Cape Fear Boulevard. You'll make a right on Cape Fear Boulevard and then make your way back toward 4th Street, a right on 4th Street at mile 3, a left on Charlotte, and then you finish right here back at Kindred, where they will have the band, the post-race festivities, etc. If you don't want to stay or hang out, you'll just continue straight on out. But of course, we'll have all of that stuff going on in this 20th year celebration. The 10K course is the exact same thing as the 5K course, except here when you make that final turn in at mile 3, and then you go on 4th Street, you don't turn to the left on lap 1. I'll turn on the 10K course. You'll stay straight across 4th Street, and you'll go for a second lap. You'll go out the second lap. There is a quick out and back distance grab for our 10K participants on both laps. So on lap 1, the 10K will go left here at mile 2, and then they'll come back down the Greenway Trail. And on lap 2, they'll go left on mile 2 and then back down the Greenway Trail. But since most of our participants are in the 5K, 5K is pretty simple layout here. If you have questions about this, investigate the course. It's pretty easy to do here on the map that we've created. It shows you where the volunteer locations are. It shows you where the 2 water stops are as well. One just after mile 1 here near Carolina Beach Lake, and the other one just after mile 2 at Sumter and the Carolina Beach Greenway Trail. We are super excited to have you guys joining us. It's going to be a fantastic day. The forecast is insane. Spring weather. I'm so excited that our team once again gets to be a part of the Steve Haydu St. Patrick's Low Tide Run. We cannot wait to see you at one of our 2 packet pickups, Thursday, Fleet Feet Friday, Good Hops, or on race morning there at Kindred on Charlotte near US 421 North Lake Park Boulevard in Carolina Beach. See you then.